This video will show you everything you need to know about operating the Fieldhouse Studio, located next to the door connecting the Fieldhouse to WayCAM Studio. The first thing you'll need to do in any studio is turn everything on. Start with the two main power centers and the live stream computer. If you'll be using the microphone system, turn that on too. The show gun is used for recording your output feed. There's a power button on the side that will turn it on. As things boot up, most of the monitors will turn on, but not all of them. Click the small power buttons next to their respective screens to turn on monitors 3 and 4. Sometimes certain cameras may fail to turn on. The easiest way to troubleshoot this problem is simply by turning off and on the left power switch, which powers the cameras. If that doesn't work, you can also try rebooting the live stream computer itself. Your RoboCam controls will take some time to activate, so in the meantime, you can turn on the studio application. This is what your main hub looks like. You have your program and preview feeds in these large boxes, with your program feed as what will be broadcast. Down here are your 5 camera inputs along with your graphics or GFX feeds to the right. To change your program feed, press the function key that matches the number of the camera input, marked in red on your keyboard. If you want to put a camera in preview, you hit the corresponding number key, marked in green. You can also switch your preview and program cameras by pressing the spacebar, which is used when you want to fade between 2 camera angles. Because there are only 5 inputs in the studio, you'll need to do a bit of setup to decide which cameras to use in your show. To manage your camera feeds, go to the Blackmagic Smart Video Hub on the left side of the Fieldhouse Studio. Every camera feed is assigned a number, with each robotic camera getting numbers 1 through 6. Number 7 is assigned to the HDMI feed, and number 8 goes to the SDI feed, both of which can be used by accessing the wall panel on the other side of the gym, and are useful when you want to use a tripod camera in your broadcast. Let's say you want to use Blackmagic Feed 8 as input 2 on your live stream. First, press the Dest button, short for destination, then press 2 since you're changing destination 2, aka live stream input 2. After that, press SRC followed by 8, indicating which camera you're applying to the input. Then all you'll need to do is confirm your selections by pressing the Take button, and you're good to go. By this time, your RoboCam controls should be all booted up. Controlling robotic cameras is very intuitive. Start by selecting which camera you want to control by pressing the top number button. When selected, your camera angle will follow the direction you tilt the joystick. To zoom in and out, twist the joystick clockwise and counterclockwise, respectively. There are also 2 controllers here for a reason. The left controller only works on cameras 1 and 2, while the right one works on cameras 3, 4, 5, and 6. You can also adjust your pan, tilt, and zoom speeds with the dials here. Let's go back to the studio application and design some graphics. If you're filming a basketball game, you're going to need a score bug to display scores and the game clock. To accomplish this, you'll need a picture-in-picture effect, which can be created by using one of the GFX tabs. Livestream Studio allows for up to 3 graphics on screen at once. Start by clicking on GFX 1. You'll notice this side menu pop up with several small windows. These are your layers, and they function similar to how they would in Photoshop, with higher layers visible on top of lower ones. You can also toggle layers on and off by clicking this I button. There should already be a layer with a partially built score bug available. So toggle all other layers off, then click the brush icon on the correct layer to set up your graphic. The scorebug you'll be building relies on using live video of the scoreboard displayed in the gym. So before you set anything up in the application, you'll need to have 1 or 2 RoboCams pointed at scoreboards for the duration of the broadcast. The video boxes in this graphic are set up for cameras 4 and 5, so in this case, camera 4 will shoot the scoreboard and camera 5 will shoot the shot clock. With your scoreboard feed set up, you can now design your graphic. You can click on any box to move and scale it, but before you do that, you need to make sure it's displaying the right part of your camera feed. Click on one of the camera windows, then click on the gear icon. When you select crop, you'll be able to reposition the box to display only the information you need. After you position your cropped window, click outside the window, which will then let you move and scale each box like before. Repeat this process for each window with the camera feed until your scorebug is set up. If you want to change which camera displays through a given window, simply click on the gear and switch your source. You can also add camera windows by clicking this button at the bottom. Once your graphic is ready, all you need to do is close the design window and click Push for GFX1, and your graphic will go live. If you need to make changes when your graphic is already live, your changes will not affect the on-screen graphic until you click Push a second time. As for audio, along with the external mic hung near the basketball court, you have 4 additional inputs to utilize any combination of handheld and lav mics. You can also manage audio loudness by adjusting these dials on the right side of the fieldhouse. When managing audio during a shoot, make sure your levels don't show red, or else the audio will peak and distort. When you're done with your shoot, don't forget to power everything down. Start by turning off the computer by closing Livestream Studio, selecting the power button, and shutting the computer down. You can then safely turn off all the other power switches without disrupting the computer shutdown process.